Fearing the end of the single currency, many wealthy Europeans are investing in property, with London one of the favourite markets. But that's pushing up prices for locals, meaning ordinary people are struggling to get a foot on the housing ladder. RT's Laura Smith now explains.
Economic distress breeds financial refugees. And as the Eurozone limps to what may be its death, wealthy Greeks, Italians and Spaniards are desperate for a safe haven for their cash. Many have chosen London, Bricks and Malta. The list of locations where Europeans are choosing to buy property reads like the priciest squares on the Monopoly board. Chelsea, Knightsbridge, Mayfair, here in Kensington. But as rich foreigners lose faith in their own economies and snap up property at the top end of the London market, down at the bottom, ordinary Brits are struggling to get on the housing ladder at all. Bernard Clark of the Council of Mortgage Lenders reckons European cash is making an already tight housing market harder for everyone.
And buying property, it's probably contributing to difficult conditions in London, which is one of the most difficult places for people to buy in any case, because property prices in London are that much higher than the rest of the country.
Ben Hewis knows all about that. A teacher and a recruitment consultant, he and his fiancée live in a rented flat, unsure when they'll be able to scrape together the $60,000 deposit they'll need to buy their own home.
It'll be tricky. I think the main thing, I don't think the cost of the mortgage would be too much more than what we're actually paying now, especially if we downsize, because this is a 2-bedroom. If we downsize to a 1-bedroom, it would probably be less than what we're paying now, but it's the deposit. You know, I've not got the best credit rating, and Kaylee's not really got a credit rating, having not really taken credit out, and so the deposit is high.
Since the credit crunch, banks are unwilling to lend to anyone with a less than perfect credit rating. Still, a recent survey by the Mortgage Association shows 8 out of 10 British adults hope to own their own homes within 10 years. But aspirations, particularly among the young, look less and less likely to be fulfilled, with 4 million 18 to 30s renting by 2020.
Fundamentally, England's facing a housing crisis. Our housing market's broken at every level. We're not building enough new homes, and many younger people are unable to afford to buy their own home. They're forced to live with their parents into their 30s to scrape together a deposit, or they're struggling to afford expensive rents in the private rented sector.
For Ben and millions like him, lacking the security of home ownership means putting other life plans on hold.
I hate renting because, you know, if you've got a mortgage, you're putting money, it's almost an investment, and the money's, you know, not going into a landlord's pocket. So it's really important that eventually we buy a house, and it's something that we want to do before we have like babies and stuff like that. It just seems a long way off. You know, it doesn't seem realistic at the moment.
The British dream of owning your own home is alive and well, but the dreams of many will be dashed by steadily rising prices and unavailable credit. And an influx of euro cash puts youngsters' dreams of owning any property, cheap or chic, further and further away. Laura Smith, RT, London.